Okay, so today we're going deep on some pretty intense opinions about this guy Boogie Yalan.
Yeah.
Big name in Israeli politics.
Yes, definitely.
And we've got these 3 YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty wild stuff. I mean, even for someone like me who's been, following this world for a while.
Right.
So basically, we're trying to figure out what is making these people so upset.
Right.
Like, what's the core of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think to understand the intensity here, you got to know who Yalan is.
Yeah.
This isn't just some random politician. Like, he was IDF chief of staff.
Right.
So head of the military, basically, for anyone who's not, totally up on Israeli politics. And then he was even defense minister. Like, this is a guy who people, respect.
Yeah. So when they go after him,
It's a big deal.
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so the first video we're looking at,
Okay.
this is a bereaved father,
Wow.
like directly speaking to Yalan.
Right.
And it gets really personal really fast.
I can imagine.
It's not just like disagreeing on policy or something.
Yeah.
He's saying Yalan's hatred for Netanyahu.
Okay.
And for people who don't follow Israeli politics like super closely, Netanyahu's been prime minister on and off forever.
Mm-hmm. For a long time.
For like 15 years or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So this guy is saying that hatred has literally driven Yalan insane.
Like he's lost his mind.
Like he's lost his mind because of how much he hates Netanyahu.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah. And I think the context is really important here.
Mm.
It's not just like some talking head on TV or another politician trying to score points.
Right.
This is a father who's lost a child.
Yeah.
So it's like...
It hits differently.
It hits differently for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, he sees this as a betrayal.
Right.
On a really personal level.
Yeah, because of this, like personal animosity.
Exactly. Okay, so the second video, this one takes a different angle.
Okay.
It's less about like Yalan's sanity and more about is he being consistent. So it's this guy Telmir, and he's using this like then versus now kind of thing.
Interesting.
Like he's saying there's this old Yalan.
Right.
And then there's the one we see now.
Like which one is the real one? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, is he being fake or has he actually changed?
Right. It makes you wonder if Yalan has actually changed or if this is just like a way to make him look bad.
Totally.
Yeah.
So first he's crazy. Now he's maybe a liar.
Poor Boogie.
Right. Poor Boogie. But it gets even worse.
Oh, no.
The last video. I mean, the title is just wild.
Okay.
It's literally like, has you gone mad? How did you become one of the prosecutors at The Hague?
Wow.
Like, whoa, you don't hear that every day, even in Israeli politics.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
And talking about The Hague, that is a whole other level.
Right.
You have to understand, for people who maybe aren't as familiar with this, The Hague is the International Criminal Court. So they deal with like war crimes, crimes against humanity, that kind of stuff. And in Israel, like bringing Israel before that court is really controversial.
Yeah, very divisive.
So to compare Yalan to those people.
That's a serious accusation.
Yeah, it's like saying he's siding with.
Like the enemy almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the language is so blunt. I mean, in all 3 of these videos,
right.
It's very personal.
Yeah.
Really intense accusations.
Yeah, it's a lot of like really strong emotions. And it goes back to that idea that they think he's so against Netanyahu that it's driving him to do these extreme things.
Yeah, like clouded his judgment.
Yeah, like is he even thinking straight?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, it makes you wonder, is this just how people talk about politics now?
I mean, it's a good question. It's like, is this real concern or is it just a way to, attack him?
Yeah. So we've seen these really intense criticisms of Boogie Yalan. Is he crazy? Is he a hypocrite? Is he like an international prosecutor?
Right.
It's wild. And it all comes back to this idea that his hatred for Netanyahu is basically controlling him.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
So what does this mean for Israeli politics? Like, if this is the new normal, where does it go from here?
It's a good question.
Definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time.